Hello everyone. Hope all of you might have gone through the life cycle of Selaginella. Coming to the third class, that is Sphenopsida and Pteropsida. Let us see today. Let us discuss regarding Sphenopsida and Pteropsida. Equisetum is a common example of this class. They are commonly called horsetails. The name horsetail is given because the branch of species Equisetum somewhat resemble like horsetail. You can see here in the image it is clearly shown. Even the scientific name Equisetum is derived from the Latin word equus meaning horse and setae meaning bristle. In Equisetum, the small leaves, that is, the microphyls, are reduced to scale-like structures. The microphyls are fused and whorled at the nodes. You can see here in the image how they are being fused and whorled at the nodes. Equisetum also has strobili at the apex of the stem. In the strobilus, there are many small umbrella-like structures called sporangiophores. You can see here in the image. The sporangiophores bearing sporangium. The sporangia are seen in groups of 5 to 10 along the margins of each sporangiophore. Like Xylotum and Lycopodium, Equisetum is homosporous, which means that it produces only one type of spores. Now let's learn about the fourth class, that is Pteropsida. Members belonging to the genus Dryopteris, Pteris and Adiantum are some examples of this group. The members of the class Pteropsida are commonly called as ferns. I am pretty sure that you will be very familiar to this group of pteridophytes, especially due to their typical look. But some members of Pteropsida like Salvinia, Azolla and tree ferns may not have that typical fern look. The stem of most fern is a horizontally growing underground rhizome. Vegetative reproduction is by forming buds on rhizome and some also by fragmentation of rhizome. The rhizome produces numerous adventitious roots. In Adiantum, whenever a leaf surfaces to where the soil it gives out, adventitious roots forms a new plantlet creating walking effect. Hence, it is called the walking fern. The leaves or fronds of fern are weak, so they are called megaphylls, meaning big leaves. Mostly, megaphylls are pinnately compound. You can see here how it is being pinnately compound, how the leaves are being arranged. Another characteristic feature of ferns is that in most of the ferns, the young leaves are coiled in the bud. Just see here how it is being coiled. So this type of leaf turning is called circinate vernation. As you can see in this image, when the fern leaf is formed, it is tightly curled. You just see here, when it is formed, when the leaf is formed, it is tightly curled so that its tender growing tip of leaf is protected within the coil. As the leaf grows, it unrolls from the tip. You can see here how it is being unrolled from the tips and how it was earlier. The coiled young leaves of ferns are commonly referred to as fiddleheads. Fiddle is the colloquial term for violin. The coiled leaf bud is called fiddlehead because it resembles the handle of fiddle or violin. You can see here how does it resembles. Most of the ferns are homosporous, which means that they produce only one type of spores. Spores are produced in sporangia. In ferns, the sporangia are seen on the lower surface of the leaves. See how it is being seen, lower surface of the leaves. Sporangia are found as clusters. Clusters means in groups. A single cluster of sporangia is called a sorus. There will be many sorus on the leaf side of the leaf, lower side of the leaf. There will be many sorus on the lower side of the leaf. Plural form of sorus is sori. If you have the closer look at the sorus, you can see many tiny ball-like structures. Actually, each of these tiny ball-like structure is a sporangium, and inside the sporangium there are a lot of spores. As you know, haploid spores are produced in sporangia after meiosis division. Let's see the life cycle of a fern. We will start with the spores. The spores germinate into a prothallus. The gametophyte of most ferns are having both sex organs. The male sex organs, Antheridia, produces sperms, and female sex organ, Archegonia, produces egg. The sperm swims through the water and reaches the egg in the archegonium. You can see here. The nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form zygote. Inside the archegonium, zygote develops into an embryo and then into a young sporophyte, which will be still attached to the gametophyte. Soon, the young sporophyte grows rapidly into a mature sporophyte, which is the main plant body, and gametophyte dies off. You can see here. The mature gametophyte produces clusters of sporangia on the lower surface of the leaves. When the spores in each sporangium gets mature, the sporangium breaks open. The topmost bends backwards, then come forward with greater force, resulting catapult-like discharge of the spores. Hope it is clear, the life cycle of fern. So here in this image you can see how the spore dispersal in ferns is taking place. In this image it is clearly shown how the spore dispersal in fern is taking place. So that's all for today. Keep learning, keep watching. Thank you.